Hey guys, you love Pink Floyd videos, remember? Do you remember how much you love Pink Floyd videos? Do you remember that? When I'm doing this terrible thing where I flog a dead horse in order to, well, just for views more than anything else. We're doing the best and the worst song of the Pink Floyd albums thing. It's a thing. It's only the second album and I'm bored with it already. It's 28th of June 1968 and it's a saucer full of secrets. Here we go. Maximum thumbage. Loads of thumbnails. Yes, their second album. But what's the best track? Now this is interesting because it's still overhanging. We've still got the shadow of Syd Barrett still overhanging the band. And you know, if I was to be difficult, I'd say Jug Band Blues. I'd just say Jug Band Blues and just be difficult because that is probably my favourite song on the album, even though it makes me sad when I hear it. It can't be Jug Band Blues because it's not typical of the album or the band at this moment in time. It is atypical. It is an outlier. It is something that probably shouldn't even be on the record. So it can't be Jug Band Blues. It's disqualified. Of the 7 tracks, it gets disqualified, even though it's my favourite. Darren, how do you make this stuff up? How do you do this? That's what I do. So then we have to look at the other songs on the record. We have to look at them, and what we're trying to look for is something that is more typical of the Floyd at this period in time, which something that really kind of it crystallises the Pink Floyd sound at that moment in '68. Which track could it be? And it's obviously it's not Corporal Clegg, is it? Because that's just Roger Waters railing against the war again and his dad and stuff, and and although we'd see more of that later on in Floyd's repertoire, and even though it has Gilmour, Mason, and Wright, again it's a weird combination. Gilmour, Mason and Wright doing the lead vocals. Never happens again. It's the first and only time it happens in the Pink Floyd canon. We have to discount it because again it's not typical, is it, of the rest of the record, and what the band were doing. I nearly went for Let There Be More Light, but I thought that was a bit more obvious. I thought no, it's too obvious. A Saucerful of Secrets, again, longest track on the record, taking up most of side B. Oh, again, it's a bit obvious, isn't it? But it lacks a quality, doesn't it? It lacks a vocal, even though there are vocals on it. It lacks a certain vocal performance. It lacks a lyrical core. Seesaw, no. Remember a Day, again, very very similar tracks, but I don't necessarily think that they are the best, the most Pink Floyd at that moment in time. Well, it's obvious. I dilly-dallied around for far too long. It's got to be Set the Controls for the Sun, isn't it? It has to be. And if you're playing along, award yourself a gazillion kudos points and pat yourself on the back. It has to be that track. Why that track? Well, again, it has the band, even though it's quite short. It's only 5 minutes 28. It shows the band doing that space rock thing, right? Which you've seen with Let There Be More Light and A Saucerful of Secrets. It's got all that in it, but it's more form to it, isn't it? It's more form to it, and I think it's the standout track. Other than obviously Jug Band Blues. I think it is. If you again, we've discounted that. I think you'll find that that is the standout track of the record. It is the most typical Pink Floyd song on this album at this moment in time, and that's why it gets awarded the best song on the album. None other than it's memorable, isn't it? It's memorable. It's got the Roger Waters thing on it, the bass, and it's a bit spacey and it's still a bit psychedelic. It's a bit trippy, and if you think about it, I'm right again. I'm absolutely right, 100% again, and I think you'll all agree with me on this. Best track for this record, Set the Controls from the Heart of the Sun. Again, of course, it's a Roger Waters track as well, so that makes it all the more pertinent, because this is where Rog takes over. And there you go. Easy when you know how, isn't it? It's easy, this. I'm getting good at this, and also didn't take too much time either. So thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, shout it from the rooftops. Say, I loved this video. I love Darren Locke. Amazing. And we'll do the next one, which is the worst song on the album. Next, we've done the best, then we're going to do the worst. So keep your eyes out for that. Isn't it exciting? This is like a little game, isn't it? And at the end, we're going to have a list of the best and the worst. And then from that list, we can then talk about all those songs together and come out the ultimate Pink Floyd song and the ultimate worst Pink Floyd song, isn't it? It's obvious where this is heading. It's obvious where I'm going with this. Anyway, thanks for watching. My name is Darren Locke, and it's Saucerful of Secrets, Pink Floyd, best song, yada yada yada. You know that, and we're going. There's only one more thing left to say. By now you should know what that is, and that is prog on.